beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. See guys, I want to talk about this. Honestly, I really want to talk about it. It's all over the internet, but if you have not heard of it, I'll be dropping the link in the description box so that you can hear from the horse's mouth. Now, what happened? This health worker was employed 3 months ago and he started working in the United Kingdom. And the nature of his job is entitled on night duty, 45 minutes break. And consecutively, according to him, he sleeps over 1 hour every time consecutively, according to him. Now, his colleagues reported him, and the employer decided to get his COS withdrawn. Now, guys, let me quickly talk about this because a lot of people commented, a lot of people all over the internet were saying, how can his fellow country person report him, blah, blah, blah. But let me just give my honest opinion because I think every one of us, we keep learning. Literally, as long as we are alive, we have to keep learning until the day God calls us. So my intake from that is number one. If you are together with somebody, both of you come from the same country. I, for instance, am from Nigeria. And if I'm working with a Nigerian or an Indian or a Ghana, whichever you are working with, and your colleague is doing the wrong thing, maybe your colleague goes for break, sleep over the hour, or sleeps while on duty, or make any mistake at all, call your colleague. Be your brother's keeper is my first point. Call your colleague and explain to them, my darling, this is the United Kingdom. Here in the United Kingdom, we take our jobs very, very seriously. You are not supposed to sleep above your break time. And if you know that doing a lot of night shifts can really stress you or is affecting you, please go to your managers, your line managers, go to your superiors, explain to them in simple terms. Make sure you are diplomatic about it. Make sure you are respectful about it. Oh, boss or line manager, thank you so much. I really enjoy working with you. You're such a lovely person to work with. But I've recently noticed that you're giving me more nights. And when I do those more nights, it really affects me. I'm not really productive at work. Is there a way I can do more days, please? And so give them the advice. Give them the advice. Be your brother's keeper. If the person is fellow Pakistan, the person is fellow Indian, the person is fellow Ghana, the person is fellow Nigeria, always give them simple advice. If it calls you to speak your own language to them and speak so that they can easily understand, speak it to them. Always be your brother's keeper. Now, number two, we all know that as long as you've not gotten your citizenship, even citizenship can be revoked because originally you are not born, or you are not born in this country, you are not from this country originally. So even citizenship can be revoked. So even if you are on a visa sponsorship, you have to make sure you abide by the rules and regulations. Yes, you know that you are allocated 45 minutes break. You are supposed to make sure you utilize only that 45 minutes. In a country like this, productivity is key. Every hour, every penny you are being paid for, you must work it. There's no free money anywhere in the world. So for them to be paying you £11, £15, £13, you must be productive and do that work exactly the way it should be done. Yes, you must be productive. And if you are not productive, the management or the employer notices they have the right, the complete right to withdraw your COS. That's the way it works everywhere. So if you're entitled 45 minutes, consecutively you are sleeping overtime, then there's a problem. When you are in a country and you know that your being in that country is dependent on your job, you have to do everything possible to protect it. So this is a lesson to every one of us, including me. We have to learn at all costs to protect our jobs. Always do the right thing. If you are sick, take time off work. Call in sick if you have to. Take time off work. Don't blame anybody for doing anything. Take time off. If you know you are sick, or you have COVID, or you know your health is deteriorating, call your GP, let them give you a sick letter, take time off work and recover so that you can be productive at work. The other day, somebody was sharing with me that the son was ill, and because they were short at work, she didn't want to leave work because she wanted to help at work because they were short. And when she made a mistake, nobody said they were short at work. They blamed her for even staying back to help. So you have to always do the right thing. If you know that you are sleeping too much after your break is because you are going through one mental breakdown or the other, you are going through a depression, go to your GP, see your GP, tell them you are depressed, tell them the problem you are going through so that they can give you off from work, and you can take your time to get better. You can take your time to recover before going back to work, because you know that your work is the reason you are here. If you didn't get a job that gave you serious, you'll not be here. And if it's so good in your country, you will not leave your country and come here to work. That is the honest truth. Because you are here now, you have to try and make sure you always have to do the right thing. Now, the worst is that the COS has been revoked. And you know, when they revoke your COS, let's be brutally honest, you have 60 days to leave the country. 60 days to leave the country. Now, if you even try to get another job, you need a reference. And if you ask your work or your employer to reference you because you did something bad, they are going to put in that reference that this candidate or this employee was sleeping over his break time consecutively. And no employer will want to employ somebody that sleeps over their break time consecutively. So, guys, let's all take our job seriously. Let's all take our job seriously, and let's continue praying for God to help us all. It's not easy, guys. I hope we have been able to learn one or two things from this video. I'll see you in my next video. Until I see you again, all the best. Thank you.